watch it on
NBC Sport. Amazing. Tables.
Table talk. Dark horse.
Ooh.
Hey, welcome to the Hans and Scott Global Sports Show.
We're back.
Back at it again.
Back again.
Yep, so we're here. Global sports all the way from global down to local. That's what global means. And we've been doing a lot of global talking. We've check out our other videos, Bundesliga, Premier League.
Good stuff.
Got the global covered. Today we're going to go a little national sports. For once, we can actually talk about national sports.
It's here.
It's coming. So close, you can taste it. We're going to the Major League Sports.
The US of A.
Soccer. Major League Soccer is going to be kicking it off this week. It's going to be games, at least almost a game a day, if not 3 games a day.
Sounds like I need to call into work, Hans.
And for those, if you work second shift, you're gonna have to call in. Maybe just kidding. Yeah. So you have a couple games at night, but also some of the games will be at 8 a.m. So you can have if you're early riser, your kid gets you up really early. You'll be able to watch some soccer in the morning.
Or get that DVR, you know.
Yeah, DVRs are great. So we're gonna look at the groups. So they're doing a little different setup. They're gonna do groups, kind of like if you watch World Cup. You have groups. You have to get out of your group. The top 2 teams make it. Some groups you can actually get the third team can make it in these. So, if you didn't know that,
I didn't.
I didn't. Scott knows. He's learning something new. So we have a bunch of groups. 2 teams make it. Some groups make 3 teams make it. So let's look at each group, and we're gonna see, and you can decide for yourself which one you think is the. They always say the group of death in World Cup.
Ooh, it's the tournament play. It's the. I guess we probably shouldn't say that. I was going to say the death of America, but what sounds not like a thing we should be saying right now.
Yeah, right. So true. So they call it the MLS's back tournament, I guess.
Ooh.
But so Group A in the East, these are the teams that you're going to be seeing together in the group. Top 2 make it for sure, but they're all fighting for points. So we got Orlando City, Inter Miami, New York City FC, Philadelphia, Chicago, Nashville.
Got 2 new teams in there, Hans.
Yep. First year, Miami with Beckham's team.
David Beckham
and his boys, in Nashville. Those are 2 new teams. So they've only gotten a couple games under their belt, and now they're stuck with fighting for a playoff spot. But this is a cool opportunity.
It's pretty awesome. I hear that they have a lot of country singers that went to turn to soccer when they didn't make it.
Oh, really?
Nashville.
Wow.
Yeah, I just made that up. That's not true.
Wow.
But it should be interesting to see how they play.
The music scene has really gone downhill, and they're just trying to earn spots on MLS teams. So Group A, it looks like it could be pretty even. Could see what happens in there. Who knows with everybody, just getting back rolling after being off for a long time. But that's Group A. Group B, Seattle Sounders, the champs from last year, get Vancouver. So a battle of the Upper East there. Side of the coast, and San Jose. But one thing, why do we have FC Dallas crossed off?
Oh, I just found out today
that 10 of their players have tested positive, and they're one of their coaches, so they've had to back out of the tournament.
Corona.
Yeah, so
hit Dallas hard.
Yep, Dallas will not be participating in the tournament, so automatically they are out. So Group C, we have Toronto, always a solid team up there.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah.
Michael Bradley.
Yes, Michael Bradley. Josie still there?
I believe so.
Josie Altidore.
I know Javinko left. That's upsetting.
Man.
He was a little mighty mouse.
Yeah,
I like watching him.
That little dude scoring those goals, bending it. Montreal's also in there, so that little rivalry will be playing against each other for those spots. New England and DC United.
No more Rooney.
No more Rooney. He's over in Derby.
He went back to Derby.
Yeah, he's fighting to try to make it back to the Premier League with Derby, so we'll see if that happens. And then Group D, Salt Lake City, Kansas City, Colorado, and the Loons from Minnesota.
I wish we had a loon sound we could just hit right now.
Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo!
Is that a crow? I'm terrible at
Sounds
this.
like an owl too. Terrible. So Group D, a solid group right there. And then Group E, in the East, Atlanta, solid team right there. Cincinnati, New York, Columbus Crew. So that's rounding off the last group in the East with Group E. Is the New York Red Bulls, of course. And then the last group, Group F, the two LA teams are in the same group together, Galaxy and FC, and Houston Dynamos and Portland Timbers. So, Scott, if you had to pick one of these groups as your group of death that you would not want to be in, when I think about group of death, I think about, let's say, if you're either a really weak team and you're like, wow, we don't really have a shot. Or if you're a team like, we're a pretty good team, but we got stuck with two really good teams, is kind of how I would see it as a tough group. So which one do you consider to be a really hard group to be in?
We were talking about this, and I thought Group F at first. The two Los Angeles teams, Portland always being up in the top, contending for the title. A couple of different years, won it. But then I was thinking, just when we were flipping through this, and I went, Group E looks pretty difficult.
Group E.
With Atlanta, Martinez is hurt. He's not playing.
So really?
They don't have their top forward, their main striker. Cincinnati was new last year. But you got the Red Bulls, who are always good, and Columbus is always a good fight. Zardes down there. I kind of switch it to that one, I think. I think I'm going to go with Group E. Is going to be a tough one to get some points out of.
All right, so Scott's picked Group E for the group of death, so be watching that in the days to come. I'm picking Group D. Just looking at these teams, always solid teams the past handful of years. Sporting Kansas City, and so they've always been showing up to play. The Loons are coming on strong, getting that playoff appearance last year. Colorado Rapids and Salt Lake always been solid starting off this year with their record so far. So it's going to be fighting for any points you can get. Every game is going to be important if you want to get one of those 16 spots in the tournament to keep going to try to make it as the champ for this year. An unprecedented year. It's going to be hard, and staying healthy and staying in your own bubble and not getting sick is going to be also a thing that is going to be important for each team to do. As we can see with FC Dallas, they already weren't even able to start. So tune in. Starts off today if you're watching this on Wednesday. Otherwise, there's going to be games every day. So jump in, watch it. It's going to be on ESPN, most of those games. So even 8 a.m. some days. Otherwise, 7 o'clock, I believe, and 9 o'clock on those nights. So enjoy some MLS soccer. And that's some national sports coming to you from the Hans and Scott Global Sports Show.
Yes!
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. Check out the next video as it comes out. Subscribe if you like to watch us talk about sports more.